Whether you find yourself a commander of a starship in an epic space opera, a small town farmer who occasionally delves into mines to fight slime monsters, or a newly released prisoner walking across an island marked with a giant volcano and mushrooms that serve as trees, you will find magic here. Hello and welcome. This is the magic of video games. They transport, transform, and connect us. This is a gentle, joyful wander through the games that shaped my heart and worldview. My list may differ from yours, but I think we can all agree. Video games are pretty magical. Modern magic, if you will. So, epic scale and soul. The Mass Effect series. This is where I learned that space could be emotional, and emotional it was. Like, in the first game alone, and there are going to be spoilers here. This game has been out for many years. Over 15, I think, since the first one. Anyways, spoilers. Moving on. In the first game alone, you have these two human crewmates and you have a bunch of aliens. And on one mission, you have to choose one of the humans to die. There's no way around it. Personally, I always chose Caden to die because he annoyed me. But then Ashley came back in the second game and was talking real hot to Commander Shepard. And I was like, maybe I made a mistake. But I made it pretty much every time I played because I couldn't get over Caden. He's so emotional. Relax, man. And then, if you're not good at talking, the Krogan's gonna die. Rex, is that his name? It's been a while since I played. He's gonna die for Ashley, who comes back talking trash to you in the second game. I was always good at talking, so I always saved Rex. And that was my guy anyway, so was I gonna let him die? No. If I had to choose between those two, I'd probably choose Rex, to be honest. But I digress. Emotional, very emotional. The third game, where the scientist dude fully sacrifices himself for a very just cause. I'm pretty sure I cried. I kind of want to cry right now thinking about it, but I'm not going to do that because I'm filming and y'all don't need to see that. The player choice in the game was crazy. The sweeping narrative was beautiful. The romance was amazing. And if you didn't choose Liara, you're wrong, because she was the only one who didn't give up on you in the second game when you died and went to your enemy and had them reconstruct your body. Liara is the correct canonical choice, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, for the romance option. There's definitely some heartbreak in there. Not when Caden died. But when the scientist did, yeah. Yeah, that hurt. Saving the galaxy just somehow hits different when you're also deeply invested in your crew's love lives. Throwing that out there. The Reapers were crazy. Coming from deep space. Jeez. But on another note, the Elder Scrolls. Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, and the eventual release of the Elder Scrolls 6. Whatever it may be called. Morrowind opened my mind to what games could be. You step out off this boat, you're released as a prisoner, you do the little tutorial, you tell them who you are, you're released into the world, and you can do whatever you want. There are trees that are mushrooms, and there's ghost fences. Like, it was crazy. It was the first game that made me feel like the world. It made the world feel infinite. Just anything I wanted to do. And that was wild. It was a wild concept to me back then. I could go anywhere, be anyone. It blew my mind. It was quite a fever dream. Oblivion was amazing. Like, the scale of it was just so cool. And Skyrim, equally amazing. I'm pretty sure I took a week off of work and I took my TV over to my brother's house. We went to the midnight release, got the game, get back to his house, set our TVs up, and just played Skyrim. Like, it's magical. It is. Depending on what you're playing or how you let it affect you, it's modern magic. But then there are also cozy games with big old feelings. Stardew Valley, for example. This game taught me that slowing down is also an adventure. The simplicity of whatever path you choose to take, or maybe you're omnidirectional and you like to do it all, farm, ranch, and go fight slime monsters in the mines. You can do any of it. Or if you just want to socialize and go to the townspeople and make friends, you do that too. And everybody has a backstory, and they're all pretty dope. They're mostly pretty dope. We could throw Abigail away, and that might make me some enemies, but I don't care. She eats rocks. I don't like her. It's peaceful, yes, but it also lets you choose who you want to be. Farmer, friend, monster slayer. It feels like a warm hug with tiny chaos inside. And that's pretty magical. I'm going to say magical a lot in this video. I hope you don't mind. There's also Animal Crossing. The comfort of rituals, of decorating, of building a world that's entirely yours. I love that game. I hate Tom Nook. Nook's a crook. You can't convince me otherwise. You get to the island, and he's like, oh, by the way, you owe me X amount of money. Bells. Oh, you paid that off? Great. Don't you want to upgrade your house and be in debt to me more? The whole game, he just keeps you in debt. Nook is a crook. And I don't care what enemies I make with that. Nook is a crook. It's horrible. The way they talk is cute, though. And I do love that. And then there's chaotic games that you build community in. One of the first ones that did that for me was Gears of War. I mean, I am still in contact with people I played with when that game first came out. I don't know how many years ago. Sometime in the past. It was a minute. It was a hot minute. It was great. Like, I didn't expect to find emotional resonance in a chainsaw gun game. But occasionally it hit. Especially in the main storyline. Oof. Dell's story. I definitely cried on that one too. There's something about working with a squad, though, whether to survive or win, that builds real community. There's nothing like being in the trenches and making it out. That really makes you feel like you did something, even if it's in a pixelated world. Apex may be fast and loud, and it is both. But the friendships I've built through it are soft and deep. And occasionally very funny. Like late night laughter, because we're all too delirious to know what's going on anymore. And we're probably not even playing that well anymore either. It's good memories. Nostalgia and wonder. Final Fantasy 8 and 9 specifically. Kingdom Hearts 2, but I feel like I can make a whole video just on Kingdom Hearts because it's Final Fantasy and Disney. Yes, thank you. Yes, please. Final Fantasy VIII was dramatic and cool and angsty. I was obsessed. I was like, this is amazing. I love it. And then they take a villain and then actually, no, she's a victim. And now she's on your team. And actually, there's a bigger bad guy. Very cool. Very cool environment. Cool weapons. Like the gunblade. It's a sword. And it's also a gun. Now I'm wondering if the creator of Ruby played Final Fantasy VIII. Never thought about that before. 9 was whimsical and weird and made me cry. God. I think her name was Freya, like the rat girl. Her story, how like her love of her life just forgot her. Jeez, that was heavy for a kid. And it was good. It was so good. Final Fantasy IX is probably my favorite. There have been many good Final Fantasy games, but this one is something, yo. There have been many good Final Fantasy games, but 9 was probably my favorite. And 8's real close. It's super cool. I do like the sword in 10 though. The blue sword, the see-through sword. So much of it was good. The character design, the stories are always amazing. The music, like I just be walking through regular life, and if I do something good, that little theme song after a fight, the victory theme song, definitely pops into my head. I love it. Final Fantasy was dope. One of the first like big RPGs I played. And also, can't forget the game that really, really started me on my gaming career. I don't make money from this. Pokemon. Any Pokemon lovers out there? Because what a concept. Besides the fact that Ash Ketchum was like 10 years old for like 25 years and just kept getting dragged by the Elite Four. The games were amazing. Ow! It's a mosquito. The games were amazing. This was one of the first games where I felt like I was the hero. I was walking around, starting my journey from Pallet Town and going around, gathering all the gym badges, and then going to fight the Elite Four. And a funny story, I was a small child when I first played this game. And I chose Squirtle. Because he was a little turtle and he was blue and he was cute. And that was the only Pokemon that I trained. The whole game. Every gym. I made it through them all. And then I got to the Elite Four and had a like level 56 Blastoise. And like a level 5 Caterpie. I had nothing. I had just Blastoise. I had no idea what strategy was, and that became abundantly clear as soon as I started fighting the Elite Four, and I got dragged. So I had to learn how to play the game. Get off of me! Oh my god. That was like one of the biggest ants I've ever seen in my life. Anyways, yeah, Blastoise didn't pull me through. I had to go back and train some other Pokemon to be able to beat the Elite Four. Embarrassing, sure. Was I also like 6, 7? Yes. So, forgive me. The most riveting game I'd played up to that point was like Barney Hide and Seek on the Sega Channel. That feels like a fever dream because I don't really remember that. I just know I was told I played it. With Pokemon, the sense of exploration, collection, discovery, pure childhood magic. Unmatched. So good. And they will forever be a part of my memory bank. I started with Relax, dude. Jeez. I started with blue. And I played yellow. Obviously, Pikachu being able to follow you around was super cool to me. And I got really excited when Crystal came out after Gold and Silver. Because you could be a girl. Could you be a girl in Gold and Silver? I don't remember. I know you could in Crystal. And I was like, finally, my time has come. It's very exciting for me. Pokemon, pure childhood magic. 10 out of 10. Video games make us feel powerful, or peaceful, or seen, or safe. Depending on the game, they have the capacity to make us feel every single one of those. They give us space to explore who we are, who we could be, and who we want to become. That's the magic. That's the feeling. I would like to invite you to share your favorite magical game moment or the game that changed you. Whether it changed your perspective on games themselves or maybe something a little deeper and it changed your perspective on life. Maybe gave you empathy where you had none. Let me know in the comments below. And if you've ever fallen in love with a pixelated world, you're in the right place. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and stay playing video games. They're fun and magic.